What's up, boys? In today's video, we're gonna exchange the 196cc motor that's in this mini Baja for the 212 Princess Auto setup.
Here we go.
Kars, explain the reasoning for this swap.
The reasoning is we're having a little bit of trouble with the carburetor bogging. And
Yeah.
I just don't want to mess around with it when I got this motor for 190 bucks, brand new.
Not
so
bad.
might as well just switch it all up and gain a little bit of speed.
You psychin'. So, Kars, what did you do so far? Just so the viewers understand every bolt.
So just so you guys understand every single bolt, we took the fake gas fuel tank off. We also took off the seat, and then we just disconnected the throttle cable.
What's the next step?
The next step is we're gonna take off the clutch and all the chains on this side here,
Okay.
and then we're gonna pop the engine out.
You.
It's only a couple of bolts, so it should be pretty damn easy.
All right, man. Keep you folks updated. One thing we forgot to mention is we have to remove the pull start in order to remove the clutch. Isn't that correct, Mr. Kata?
It is. I'll show you guys how to get the clutch off super easy.
And what size bolts are these? Are
These right now,
10s?
8 millimeters.
8s?
But it might be different depending on.
Depending
on
on
your motor.
if you're living in friggin' Zimbabwe.
So now to get the clutch off.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's tight.
Oh, you cranked her, right?
We have. Oh,
Whoa.
fucker. You gotta watch your fingers. So now you stick the screwdriver where your pull cord was to hold it,
Makes sense.
and then you just loosen up your clutch right here
With this one bolt right here.
with this one bolt.
What's the next step, Jimmy?
So now to get this chain off, you have to look for the master link,
Okay.
which ours is right here.
Seeing.
And the way to get that off is you use pliers.
Yeah.
You put one side right there, and the other side on the link. And then you see it just pops.
Yeah.
And then you just take that piece out. You gotta watch your hand, you don't jig yourself.
Don't jig yourself, boys.
There we go.
There we go. Don't lose that part, huh?
Don't lose this. Master link. And then you got one piece right here. That slides off, don't lose that either.
Okay.
And now your chain should just come apart.
Oh yeah, very nice.
And she rolls off like a dirty sock in the night.
So now we're removing this bolt right here on this secondary sprocket. And the easy way to do it is you get your brother to put the old breaker bar on the bolt. It's a 22 millimeter. And then you just hold the front brake and it pops off like nothing.
And then you just start cranking.
Start cranking her. So as you can see, we've removed that secondary sprocket, but the chain's still too tight to come off. So we're just loosening up the back wheel to get some slack in the chain, and then we'll be able to pull her off. Once you have the chain removed, you can remove this rectangle bracket here that bolts to the motor. What size are those bolts, Kars?
Right now we're looking at 11
11s.
mil.
Beauty boy. As you can see, we've now removed this bracket, which also houses the secondary gear attachment, which allows us to have the double chain set up. So Kars, what are we doing at this point now?
Now there's only 4 bolts left to disconnect the whole motor. Mini bike time.
Me like it. 11 mils, and this freaking thing's coming off. There's the motor comparison, my friends. As you can tell, they're quite similar in size. And here's the frame. So we're about to test fit this.
Hopefully it fucking fits perfect.
Hopefully so. We'll let you know. Well, my friends, due to the fact that we're just doing this all in one night and figuring things out as we go, we're quite excited to tell you that this motor bolts up perfectly and there's no custom modifications needed. We just tightened the chain to the proper specs. In case you don't know, the chain slack should be about 3 fingers tall of slack amount. And the way that you adjust that is by loosening this bolt here. It's a 19 and a 19 on the other side. And then you just want to make sure that the amount of thread showing on these little end threads is the same on both sides. And that'll ensure that your rear wheel is straight with the amount of slack in the chain here. That's another thing you want to check out for. So now we're gonna throw the old clutch set on, get the other chain on. We're just about to put the clutch on, but we just wanted to show you, don't forget this little washer here. Because if you don't have that on, then your chain's not gonna be at the right straightness levels. Beauty bye. All right, Cars, explain where we're currently at with this rig.
All right, so now we're on the throttle. So
Yeah.
first thing we did is we're redirecting the throttle line.
Yeah, because it was too short before.
It was too short,
with
so
all
we're
the
finding a
zip
new
ties.
line. Whoever did it last did a bad job. So now towards the end of the throttle, we clip this piece right here
Yeah,
to this screw that has like a holder on it.
yeah, little bracket there.
Yeah, little bracket. So we took that off, put this piece underneath, and then screwed it down tight. And
Indeed.
now, with the rest of the wire that we have right here that runs along this line, we connected it through this small screw.
Exactly.
So you put the wire through this hole. I don't know if you can see at a different angle possibly. There's a little hole right there that the wire goes through, and then you tighten the screw down. And now, we press the throttle, it moves. And don't forget to loosen this screw. Because otherwise it's too tight, your throttle's not gonna move, it's stiff.
Yeah, that friggin' elbow.
The elbow linkage.
Comes cranked down to the 100 foot-pounds. Because
Exactly.
there's some junior in the shop.
Also, there's a governor screw right here. We loosen this up because
Exactly.
otherwise, this piece of the throttle right there is gonna hit this piece, and then you won't have enough gas. So we changed that as well. But if you want a child to ride this thing, fully tighten it.
What's going on, man?
We just finished the motor build, Morse.
Right on. Good stuff.
Finish her up.
Looks terrific, man.
Beauty bye.
Pretty sick, right?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, thanks.
You want to start it tomorrow?
Yeah, we gotta put oil in it too.
Right.
And then I'm gonna custom.
Did you find out which type of oil? 5W30 or something? Or?
Yeah, it's 10W.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we gotta pick some of that up tomorrow.
My friends, here we are a few days later, and we're about to put some 10W30 into the new motor. About 0.6 liters to be precise. We got her filled with oil and gas. She's a pull start. So let's see what happens. Ignition on.
Ignition on.
Oh, not bad, eh? Second pull, brand new motor. That's actually pretty good. Quieter than I thought.
Yeah, it is quiet.
Which is good though. Alright, my friends, taking it for the first ride. That's pretty good. Taking it slow at the beginning, my friends, just to make sure. Look at this guy's back, huh? They call him Arnold.
Just taking it slow.
Taking it slow.
Warm up the engine.
Good now?
Yeah, it's not bad. We're still like adjusting it and stuff, but
Yeah.
pretty good.
That's great.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Nice, huh?
You know what?
What?
You're looking for it's actually running better than I thought, like at higher speeds.
Yeah.
But it's like the whole bike vibrates hard.
Once we took the motor for a nice little spin, as soon as you get past half throttle, the bike starts to shake like freaking Shrek on steroids.
Man.
So what we've done to try to counteract this problem is we put some little rubber spacers, little rubber washers in between the motor mounts on all 4 bolts. So now we're gonna give her a test ride and see if that fixes the problem. Ain't that right, Mr. Kara?
It is right. Here we go. Enjoy yourself. It's going quick.
Alright, my friends, the motor swap was a successful time. Show them what you got, Kara.